Hi guys, welcome to my page again. This is the continuation of the figures of speech. In our previous class, we've looked at simile, we've looked at metaphor, personification, hyperbole, we looked at irony, paradox, and euphemism. Today, we are looking at oxymoron. Oxymoron, metonymy, Synecdoche, and so on. But first, let's start with oxymoron. Oxymoron is a figure of speech which puts two contradictory words side by side in a statement. Sometimes it is also known as a shrunk paradox. This means that whenever we see two ridiculous, contradictory, contrasting words being placed side by side in a statement, it means that we are dealing with oxymoron. For example, if I say the project was a failed success, the project was a failed success. For us to identify the oxymoron, we would see failure, failed, success being placed side by side. It has no other meaning than oxymoron. Another example that we have under oxymoron, we can say, to some, women are necessarily evil. To some people, women are necessarily evil. Necessary and evil. Evil is something that you flee away from, not something that is necessary. So there are two contradictory words side by side. The next one is antithesis. Antithesis is a figure of speech which two unlike ideas are put against each other for the effect and obvious contrast. What do you mean by this? Antithesis is a device in which a striking opposition or a contrasted sentence are being placed side by side in a statement. It is used to arrest attention by drawing a sharp contrast between two equal or opposing ideas. It is used to draw attention by placing two unequal ideas side by side. This antithesis looks similar to oxymoron, but they are different. While oxymoron is placing two words side by side in a statement, antithesis means placing two contrasting sentences side by side, not words again. For example, we say, united we stand, divided we fall. God made the country, man made the town. Speech is silver, silence is golden. We will say one statement at first, then the next statement will be a contrasting idea to the first statement you made. To err is human, to forgive is divine. Those are examples of antithesis. The next one is metonymy. Metonymy is a figurative device in which the name or attribute of a thing is given for the name of a thing itself. It is the representation of an object with something closely associated with it. This kind of expression means that when we use something that is associated with one thing to represent, to qualify, or to make a symbolism of such a statement. For example, we have the pen is mightier than the sword. The pen and the sword in this statement, they are closely associated to some important things. The pen represents peace. The sword represents chaos, war, hulabaloo. So we are saying the pen is mightier than the sword. It's better for us to sit on a round table and discuss than for us to create chaos. The crown is supreme. The crown stands for an authority, which means the crown represents a king, a ruler, an emperor, or a queen. We are using something closely related to one thing to represent their object. How many Shakespeares have you read? How many Shakespeares have you read? Shakespeare here is representing William Shakespeare's books, which means it's metonymy. Synecdoche. Next one. Synecdoche is a figurative device in which part of an object is taken to stand for the whole. For a part of something, the name of the thing made from materials. It is the use of a part to represent a whole, or a whole can be used to represent a part. If, for example, we say gray hair should be respected, gray hair should be respected. Gray hair means an elderly person. We are using a part of the body, the hair, the gray hair, to represent an old man. It is very different from metonymy. Synecdoche is when you use a part of something to represent the whole. Metonymy is when you use something that is associated to another thing to closely represent it in a statement. Another example of synecdoche: the man is feeding 20 mouths. The man is feeding 20 mouths. The man here is feeding, it means the man here is feeding 20 people. Nigeria won the cup. Nigeria won the cup. Who won the cup? Nigeria. Nigeria is representing everybody, all the citizens of Nigeria, the Nigerians. She controls all the heads in the village. She controls all the head, which means she controls everyone. The head there is used as a synecdoche to represent the whole of other people, their body. The next one is alliteration. Alliteration means the repetition of consonant sound in a poetic line or nearby lines in order to produce a special sound effect. This is the repetition of consonant sound in a statement. For example, while wars waste, wealth and human resources, peace make for progress. We repeat WWWW in the statement. That's an alliteration. Full fish following our father's footsteps. The repetition of the F sound is alliteration. Assonance. Assonance is the repetition of vowel sounds in the statement. Example: let not ambition mock the useful toil. The repetition of o sound in this statement is called assonance. The next one, repetition. Repetition is a figure of speech in which a word or phrase or idea is expressed more than once in a piece of poem in order for us to have emphasis. Anytime you are in exam hall and you are asked what is the importance of repetition in a statement, in a work of art, the importance of repetition is for emphasis. Example: if we say rain, rain, go away, we are repeating rain in this statement for emphasis. When we say talk, talk, who wanted it? The repetition of talk twice in that statement makes it a repetition. The next one, onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia is the use is the use of words whose sound suggests the idea described. This is the sound in literature. When we say the hissing of the snake, the roaring of a lion, the barking of a dog, or we say the blaring of the siren, they are all representing a sound. The imagery is of sound and it means onomatopeia. The next one is pun. Pun is an amusing use of word or phrase with similar sound which have different meanings. It is the use of words with similar sound with different meanings. It's a play on word in which words are used in such a way that is capable of exhibiting more than one application. For example, when we say 7 days without water makes 1 week, we are playing on the word week. Come, I am a mender of souls. Let me amend your soul, the man preached. We are playing on the words soul. Your money is safe in the safe. Your money is safe in the safe. We are playing on the words safe. Lithos. Lithos is a deliberate understatement by one who uses the negative in order to express the opposite. What do we mean? Lithos is more or less like the opposite of hyperbole. Where hyperbole is an exaggeration, lithos is an understatement. If we say this lady is not ugly, this lady is not ugly, it means the lady is beautiful, but we want to undermine her beauty. We now say this lady is not ugly. Next one, I am not ungrateful for your assistance. I am not ungrateful for your assistance. It means that he is very grateful for his assistance, but he does not want to overemphasize his grace. So he says the statement in an understatement by saying, I am not ungrateful for your assistance. The girl is not lacking in intelligence. The girl is not lacking in intelligence. Naturally, the girl is intelligent, but you want to undermine her, you now say she is not lacking in intelligence. The next figurative figure of speech is allusion. Allusion is an indirect reference in a piece of literature to a person, place, or historical event. It means that in literature, many allusions are made to the Bible, to the gods, to the people's myths and legends, etc., for the purpose of association or comparison. This means that when you use a statement in which you are referring to past notable historical figure, religious figure, myth or legends. For example, when we say, when I refused, he gave me some money. Perhaps he thought I was a Judas. Judas here is known for betraying Jesus Christ in the Bible. In this allusion, we call it a biblical allusion. Another example, I came, I saw, but I could not conquer. I came, I saw, I could not conquer. This is an allusion to William Shakespeare's popular phrase, I came, I saw, I could not conquer. If we say, she is the Jezebel of our time, she is the Jezebel of our time, it means that we are calling the person as Jezebel, whom we know in the Bible. The traits and the characteristics of Jezebel of the Bible is also being associated with such a particular person. That's what I mean by allusion. The last but not the least is a rhetorical question. Rhetorical question is a question asked in a statement, but it does not really mean that the speaker is expecting a definite answer from the reader or the audience. This is mostly used in dramatic works or poetry also, mostly used in them, where the writer will just address an unknown figure with a question mark but not necessarily expecting an answer. Let's take for example in Oswald Mishali's poem The Boy on a Swing. The boy was seen asking his mother, "Mother, where did I come from? When will I wear long trousers? Why was my father killed?" These kind of questions do not require a definite answer, and that's what we call rhetorical question. Thank you, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel and invite your friends. I appreciate you for listening and watching through. Thank you. Let's do this again. Bye. Hi guys.